Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, traders around the world. This is Phil V at Trading Capital Markets, and today we are the 7th of August, currently 9:29. 1 minute till market open. Let's do this. All right, market open in 26 seconds. We're above the weekly open. I think last week's weekly open, because this week's weekly open is a bit lower. Oh, big sell. I have a little bit of. Okay, so today we're going to practice a little bit of patience. Oops, sorry. Let's go on the 5 minute on this one. Just quick. See what market structure, what kind of market structure we got going on over here. Alright, gotta go to the washroom. I'll be right back. All right. In a couple minutes. What? I mean, is it? Oh, that's the 5 minute chart. Okay, okay. That's why I was like, what the hell's going on over here? Hmm. First target value gap is right here. First presented fair value gap. So fair value gap right here. Monitoring the first presented fair value gap in the 9:45 macro time. Hello, hello. Somebody, if someone's in the chat and has questions, don't be afraid to ask. So I like pulling trades between 9:45 and 10:15. We just inverted this fair value gap, turns orange. It's the first presented fair value gap over here. First presented fair value gap is always in purple on my things. So now we're having a hard time getting back above the first presented fair value gap. And we just inverted this one right after taking this high, right? You see that? Did this, inverted a bullish fair value gap. That's not too bad. So let's remain patient. Almost 9:45. Let's see what the 9:45 macro is gonna offer us. So now we have a gap down, right? So technically this is a fair value gap, a bearish fair value gap. FVG. And that's a consequent encroachment. The consequent encroachment is the midpoint of this bearish fair value gap. So normal fair value gaps stay in gray. Inversions turn orange, yellowish orange. Once they break through the, because this was gray on the way up and breaks through and closes below, becomes an inversion fair value gap. All right, 9:45. Let's see. I like to see that. Oh, it's probably going to come and settle right here. There you go. Okay, so we broke below. Now this has to close and leave this area open to create a fair value gap, but I don't think in this type of price action it's gonna do that. Maybe come back here and go straight back down, or just straight down from here. Yeah, more like that. You see? And squashed. It's gonna close with black. It's gonna close black and possibly below here. There you go. Close black, close below. Here on the 15-second, we have this fair value gap that got inverted, and it's going to be used as support, so it's an inversion. It might go higher from here, back up to here at least. So another, what, 15 points? I'm probably going to use this fair value gap as a short, not inversion, FVG. And I'll use the midpoint over here. Oops, right here. You see how I use this inversion and close at the consequent encroachment? It's $44 stop. If we go back to break even, I'm gonna take it. Probably gonna get a stop right here. There you go. Stopped out. 44 bucks. That's okay. Hmm. Let's see. So I don't know if you remember, but I said this might go up if we use it as a, and it did. Every body did not close below the midpoint of this inversion exactly at the macro time, so that was my fault. It was my fault. Wait, how many points? 97, 97 to 10, 13 points. Yeah, 13 points. $26 US. That was my error because I should have played this inversion because it was in that macro time period. See how I use this inversion right here? Close outside of it. Body closed right outside of it. Opened right before, closed below. Let's see. If anyone's in this stream, just write a hello. Hmm. Big buys jumping in. Now we have a balanced price range right here. This you could take it off. Got broken straight through. This is becoming an inversion right now. Use it as support, and you see how it bounced right up top, right on it. And this is also an inversion. So So now we took both sides of the marketplace. Took the lows, took the highs. Let's see what we're gonna do. Highs, but with the close above the highs, so it's a bit tricky. Hmm. This is a full lot right here. It's not a micro. Depends what it does. Maybe go for a quick scalp. Nice push. Nice push. Let's bring all my other stocks up. That's great. Nice. I don't like what it just did here. Let's see. Actually, my buy was at the. It seems like my buy was at the perfect spot. Right below this. Let's see. Yeah, buy was at the perfect spot. Yeah, buy was at the perfect spot. Come on, almost there. Oh shit. It's gonna go back up right here. That buy was actually perfect right here, where I had it. Hmm. Uh, all right, so we're in over here. We're up 120 bucks. Up to 70. Up 350, up 400. I'll take it. Because there's this inversion over here that I don't want. This inversion. Nice execution though, right? Look at that. Look at the buy. Look at the sell. Possibly return to here. Went into that inversion. That's why I didn't want to keep it. Right here. And now these equal lows as targets. And there you go. You see? Fairly simple. Right here. Right when we bump these, I'll probably get back in longs over here. And back to my entry point. That's why I sold it right here. Bump these. Almost. 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 Very close. Next one. Relative equal lows left is going to come back down in the last seconds. Oh, straight up. So the first presented fair value gap is acting as resistance. Very nice. But that's why I sold it over here. Because I knew that this inversion fair value gap could have been a point of congestion. Watch. Right into here. Right here. We're bouncing off the first presented fair value gap. Now what we want to see is these candles close above the consequent encroachment, the midpoint. If we want to continue seeing it go higher, we're going to see this candle just pass, break this right now. Pass, break it, and close above first presented fair value gap. Okay, there you go. This is going to be the spot where it's going to reverse right now. If it chooses to reverse. Right here. So the buy would have been here initially. But since we had first trade good, we're not taking it. There you go. So now it should stop over here because of market structure. We broke higher, and now it's going to possibly close within this. There you go. We hit the order block, the midpoint of the body. There you go. And should come back all the way back up from here. Closed within, you see that? And all the way back up. Me personally, I wouldn't take this one because it's just going as just a tad too close. We hit the order block, which is nice, but it's gonna go all the way back up. It's a little bit too close to these lows for my liking. There you go. You see? Strong candles. We're gonna see strong candles probably. What we want to see is it close within the first presented fair value gap. Close outside, inverting this, and we have this last fair value gap over here that can act as resistance. So now this one's invalid, and this one's a fair value gap, a normal one, bullish fair value gap. But let's see. I think we could go maybe a bit lower. Maybe go to 446. 446 is down here. Or 520. Bounce off of the weekly open would be good. But it's showing strength. So if we were on this buy, we would be up already by 10 points. What's happening? Google's not responding. Oh, everything's not responding. And we're back. Sorry for the little drop in connection. So you see this? We should start finding support over here on the retracement and go back up. There you go. Look at that. It's like if I know what I'm doing. Anyways, from here to here was what, 13 points? 14 points. 14 points is almost $300 US, you see? So on a quick 2 minutes, so in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, you would have made 300 US. And it stopped at the first presented fair value gap, consequent encroachment. You see the midpoint. But since it stopped exactly there at the consequent encroachment of the midpoint, this is just a bit, I don't know. We'll see. We're a bit overextended too on the 4 hours, so. What's the current connection? Where am I connected? Yeah. It's okay. Okay, just log me in here. But do you see how perfect this one was? This perfect scalp. Straight into this inversion, you drop it, and get the fuck out. You see? Stop that consequent encroachment. I don't know why this is so big. We'll reduce it in size. Consequent encroachment. Now this is probably going to close below the midpoint of this and close outside of it and leave a little gap over here. And rebalance. Not good anymore. It's going to probably close below the midpoint at the end of its cycle in 24 seconds. Unless they keep on buying it over here. And that's the beginning of that order block, by the way. So this last down candle before the big up move is an order block. And those are in green, I put them. OB plus, bullish order block. There's a lot of strength. Now I could see it go back up. There you go. But that's it for me, everyone. I hope you had a great trading session. My day is done. That's it. Made $600, about 500 US. And yeah, that's enough. I enjoyed my time here. It was a pretty good snipe. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot a comment or in the chat now before I leave. Oh, there's big SMT going on now. With the big SMT going on now. Like, it's a perfect buy right here. Perfect buy. Wow. This is gonna rip. Come back right here. Boom. And get bought back up. The only thing is that the Nasdaq and the Dow are falling, so just gotta be careful. But the Nasdaq's very strong compared to the S&P and the Dow. You see? It's not getting pushed down. But even though it gets pushed down, like, I mean, it'll still remain pretty dominant over the like this low right here. Okay, look when I compare all of them together. You're gonna see on I'm gonna change screens like that I could show you guys. So right here, what I mean by dominant is this. You see this candle right here? The wick, the lowest point. Well, look on the other charts on the right, right? So on the other charts, that's the low, okay? And that's the low. You see how way far further down the two others are compared to the Nasdaq? Nasdaq didn't even go below this. So I could see the Nasdaq exploding like there's no tomorrow. Just my personal opinion. It's a divergence right there, big one. Look, 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 look. It's gonna start pumping now. Anyways, that's it for me today. Hope you guys had a great one. Ciao. Follow and subscribe.